GSL Whirlwind, so a map that we have not seen yet today, but we're seeing now. In the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. He looked a little hesitant that first game, looked like he may have been expecting some cheese. He is FXO Crane. And perhaps being a bit cheesy himself, as we see this probe moving out on the map. He took the first game down with the Blink, Stalker, Obs, all in. He's Arthur. First pylon going down. So Arthur's doing a very quick scout. I think that may have been either his first probe produced or one of the first. It had to be his first probe produced. He's being very, very sneaky. I get the feeling we're probably going to see a cannon rush. He's being way too sneaky with this probe. But he could always just transition out into something normal with it as well, considering the fact that he's just lost mining time at this point with it. Gateway going down for Crane. And Arthur. What are you doing, Arthur? Chopping his gateway down. So he realizes his window has probably closed. And Crane is going to maybe see that probe. Wow, very sneaky with the probe. Crane must have played Arthur before and must know about this. He must know something, because last game he was furiously checking for some type of proxy. And as we can see here, Arthur has hidden a probe in his opponent's base. And what a map to do it on, one of the largest maps in our map pool. In fact, this would probably rival Metropolis in size. I think this thing is freaking huge. Look at this map. Alright. We do see the Cybernetics core slightly delayed for Arthur. And right on time for Crane. 2 gas for Crane. So we're probably going to see either a 1-gate Robo, maybe a 1-gate Twilight Council, and maybe I'm completely wrong. So I'm going to stop predicting and I'm just going to watch. I'm going to watch alongside you. I'm going to make the calls. This probe is really bugging me out right now. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he plans on doing. Maybe he's just going to try to warp it into the base with a 4-gate, which would be freaking brilliant. I don't know if this is I don't know what this is indicative of right now, this gas. He's banking up a lot of gas. A lot of gas getting banked up. And, sentries do cost a lot of gas, 100 gas at once, so that may be it. He may be trying to force field off the ramp in the case, but there is a freaking probe here, and he is going to see the probe! He's going to see the probe. Oh, okay. So that is huge for Crane. Huge for Crane. And there's the 4-gate. And will he cancel the 4-gate? Once his probe dies. Once his probe dies, will he cancel the 4-gate? Not yet. Not yet at all. Twilight Council going down. I really get the feeling we're going to see DTs. I think that would be a good move right now. It would certainly be the right move. With the 4-gate coming out. No detection, DTs would just literally win the game. Oh, and there's a Guardian Shield. Did not want to do that Guardian Shield, and he's got Blink now. So he's going for a Blink build, and Arthur is just going to 4-gate expand. 3-gate expand. He did cancel one of the gates. Okay. Put down his Twilight Council. He's going to transition to something slightly normal here. But Crane is definitely a little bit nervous now after finding that probe in his base. He saw the Guardian Shield go up. He's got 3 gates. He's got Blink quicker than his opponent. He's also getting Hallucination, but the Sentry... Okay. Alright. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to do with that Hallucination, if it's something just to get scouting off. This is a huge freaking map, and if we look at what he has scouted so far, absolutely nothing. So he really, well, maybe he knows what his opponent is. actually really curious about that, whether or not he knows. He is going to see that Zealot trailing back to the base, so he probably knows now at this point, and that's why the probe is coming over to build the pylon. So Arthur inadvertently reveals his location to Crane, which may have not been known to Crane before. Nexus is going to finish, and did he see that Nexus? Did not see that Nexus. But he does have a forward pylon. He has 3 gates just finishing. It's going to be equal to the 3 gates of his opponent. If you look at the unit count, it's pretty much even at this point. Pretty much even. More probes for Arthur. So Crane is actually perhaps at a disadvantage in this situation. He does have 2 additional stalkers, 3 additional stalkers being warped in on top of Arthur. So we just have 6 stalkers to 9 stalkers. But we're going to see an additional warp in perhaps. Alright, is the warp ins ready? They are. He needs to warp them in. The Colossus getting wasted up the front. That was a little weird. Blinking in. Crane saying, you are not allowed to do this build. He's just going to blink right on up there, and yep, he's going to take out everything. Well won by Arthur. So Crane tying it up.